All right, name the town. I'll be on my way in the morning. What? Nineveh? You don't want me to go there.
In a land of mystery.
Nineveh! It's the other end of the world!
In a town full of trouble.
Nineveh, the biggest, meanest city around.
Those people do not know right from wrong.
It's up to one reluctant asparagus.
You are Jonah! You are a big shot! I have the Jonah plush toy.
With the help of some fearless friends.
We are the pirates who don't do anything.
Oh, you know that's right. Nothing. Zilch. Nada.
Oh, lovely.
To go where no vegetable has dared to go.
We got trouble.
You're...
Fish food!
Big Idea Productions presents Archibald Asparagus. Bob the Tomato.
Oh, dear.
Larry the Cucumber.
Perhaps I can be of assistance. Oops.
And introducing a caterpillar named Khalil.
That is only half true. My mother was a caterpillar. My father was a worm. But I am okay with that now.
They may be fresh.
They're fresh when we cut them.
They may be feisty.
Didn't I tell you to get off my ship, you lousy leaf eater? Firewood!
But soon, they may be lunch. Jonah, a VeggieTales movie. Now on DVD and video.
It is very delightful, but I must go now.
Coming August 2003 on video and DVD.
It's a Western Bible story.
It is a Western retelling of the story of Joseph from the Bible going into Egypt.
Joseph and everything that comes from the Bible is carried forth into this Ponderosa-like setting with Joe Cartwright.
It's little Joe in the amazing Technicolor leather vest.
The lesson is that bad things can happen to good people.
Larry plays the part of Little Joe. Bob plays Sheriff Bob. Pa Great plays the part of Pa. And Junior Asparagus plays the part of Joe's brother Benjamin.
As in a lot of VeggieTales, the music in it is really fun.
Yippee-ki-yay-ki-yay, today is a special day.
You will be humming it after you see the DVD.
It's completely silly.
Oh, Little Joe. He's their hero.
When life hands you a lemon, just have some more root beer. To Little Joe!
That was the best Western Bible story I ever heard.
Coming this August on video and DVD with a special silly song from Boys in the Sink. To rescue a space station on the brink.
It's doom funnel season. If we don't get there in time, the entire population is done for.
The Penguins turn to a special new shipmate.
Bing, you're amazing.
Then the crew has to make a hard choice.
We're coming to rescue you.
And do what's right.
All right, slam dunk!
A penguin never gives up.
Keeping the universe safe for another day. From the creators of VeggieTales, it's 3, 2, 1 Penguins Doom Funnel Rescue on video and DVD.
Hyperspace gives my skin a saucy glow.
Sunday morning values, Saturday morning fun from the studios of Big Idea. Stay tuned for more after our feature.
The Humunga Gila monster has turned south down Main Street. His path of chaos widening. His thirst for destruction is growing. Ouch. The townspeople flee for their lives, screaming. The townspeople flee for their lives, screaming. Michelle?
Huh? Oh, right. Ah!
Then
Captain Awesome swoops in and rescues Miss Pretty Pretty romantically.
Michelle, we're playing Humunga Gila Monster, not Captain Awesome.
You don't get to make all the rules, Jason.
Yeah, but giant monsters don't go with superheroes.
It's time for...
Grandma, are you okay?
Not to worry, dear. I'm fine. Oh, I haven't seen this in ages. I'm glad it wasn't damaged. It's rather fragile.
Hey, that's a cool old dartboard. Where'd it come from?
It was one of your granddad's prized possessions, dear. There's a photo album with it too, chronicling the event. If you fetch it, I'll tell you the whole exciting story.
Let's sing a little song with 8 little words about a rocket ship and flightless birds. Sigil!
Vigil!
Vigilant!
Kevin.
3, 2, 1.
Back in his day, your granddad was a champion dartsman.
Found it. Here you go.
Now, let's see. Ah, here we are. See? There he is.
Who are the guys in the funny hats?
Why, those are the Queen's own guards. They guard her palace back in England. Years ago, your granddad competed with them in a tournament around the toadstool.
Cool.
Oh, what a contest! And it all came down to a final dart. Grandad needed one more bullseye, and goodness, that crowd was in a stir. Why, the whole room was shaking. Then, just as he was about to throw that dart...
What happened? What happened next?
The dartboard slipped from its nail. But your granddad gathered himself and he threw that dart anyway. No one had ever seen anything like it. The perfect throw.
Whoa, awesome!
And you saw all this, Grandmom?
Of course I did, Poppet. I took the picture for the London Evening Times. Why, here's a picture of me taking a picture of him.
Grandmom, you were so young.
And so proud, my dear. From that day forward, they called your grandfather the King of Darts.
Whoa, is this a winning dart? Can I play with it?
Me
Can I
too.
throw?
Please, Grandmom, please.
Sorry, Poppets. Too dangerous for little nippers like yourselves. Perhaps when you're a bit older.
Grandma.
Now, put these things back where you found them, my darlings, and then hurry down. It's almost time for lunch.
Hey, Michelle, set that on the step there for a second.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna throw a bullseye, just like Granddad.
But Grandmom told us not to play with it.
Yeah, I know, but it wouldn't hurt to throw just one dart.
I don't know.
Oh, relax. I'll be careful. Just one throw.
Jason!
Just one throw.
Come in, Poppets!
Oh, no.
Heavens! What was that noise?
You can't tell her what happened. Say it just fell.
What? I'm not gonna lie for you.
Please, don't make me get in trouble.
I didn't make you. You're the one.
Come on, Michelle, please.
Oh, good gracious. What's happened here?
It fell. It just fell. I didn't throw a dart at it or anything. Right, Michelle?
Yeah, that's what happened. It fell by itself.
Well, if that's your word, I'll just have to believe you.
You will?
You will?
Of course, dear. Because you two know what the good book says. Lies will get any man into trouble, but honesty is its own defense.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what that means, right?
Kind of.
When you tell a lie, it may have seemed like a good idea, but you end up feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. But you know that, right?
Right, Grandmom.
Yep. All right, then. Put this back upstairs, then come down before your lunch gets cold.
Okie doke.
I can't believe you made me do that.
Welcome aboard, Cadet. Sorry we had to galeasel you so abruptly.
But we had no choice. There's a big-time emergency on the planet Telelai.
That's okay. Where's the captain?
He's, preparing for the mission.
Geeky. Sneaky. Sassy. Ooh, classy. Twice as classy.
The giant moon of planet Telelai slipped its orbit and is now plummeting at an astounding rate.
And if we don't get there soon, the entire planet will be flattened like a flounder.
Prepare to bring Jason aboard. How you doing? Mitchell, did we just get boarded by a humongous Gila monster?
What are you talking about? And I'm Fidgel.
Now then, where was I?
In the bathroom.
Ah, Jason, there's an emergency on planet Telelai. The moon has slipped its orbit.
And the situation could cause a chain reaction.
A flood.
A fire.
A flood on fire.
The cable could go out.
Been there.
How could a giant moon just slip from its orbit?
It wouldn't occur naturally. The problem is emanating from the planet. Someone did something they shouldn't have.
Approaching planet Telelai.
Prepare for landing.
How many points do I need?
Well, let's see. 50. One more bullseye.
One more. Point of entry.
Bullseye! That's game!
Lucky shot.
Where is everybody? Are we on the right planet? What gives it? Ouch! All right, who threw this?
It was me.
Who? Ouch! Now just what?
Hello, and welcome to the planet Telelai.
Greetings, I am Captain Zigil, and this is my crew. I'd like to speak to the man in charge, the big guy, the top dog, numero uno.
The king.
Right, the king. Of course. Well, you're in luck, because I'm the king. I live in the Royal Palace Tower. I was just out for a stroll with my, subjects. Yep, it's me. I'm the king.
Funny, you don't look like the king.
I lost weight. And I shaved my mustache. And had my nose shortened. And I'm wearing contact lenses, which is why I no longer wear glasses.
Your Majesty, we must humbly inform you that your massive moon is heading straight toward your tiny planet, and we must do something before it's too late.
No, it isn't.
Please, remain calm. There is no need to worry. The danger is not imminent, and you've got plenty of time to figure this out. First, we'll take care of the floods and the fires. Then we'll get your cable back. Basic, full package.
Captain?
Yes. Don't know how I missed that. Guess you're doomed. Come on, crew. Back to the ship.
But Captain, we have to help them.
He'll be back. I've got the keys. You're all in great danger from this giant moon above. We were just warning your king.
What manner of treason is this? He is not the king. I am the king.
He's right.
What? I thought you said that you were the king.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
You most certainly did.
It wasn't me.
It was you.
It was you.
I'm gonna need the keys.
Captain, this other fella says he's the king.
Wait a second! Did you used to be a bit rounder, have a bright orange mustache, glasses, and a larger nose?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Your Majesty.
He's not the king. I am the king.
Your Majesty. Something's making the local royalty a little edgy.
Huddle. All right, what's going on here?
3 kings. I've heard this story somewhere.
Captain, I don't think they're really...
It involves a donkey.
Listen, I think everyone on this planet is lying.
But why? And how are we gonna find the real king?
Well, I think if we can find the royal palace...
We'll find the king. But how do we get a straight answer from...
I've got an idea. Which way to the Palace of Teleli?
North.
South.
East.
West. West. Guys, it was west, right? Guys, we're going west, aren't we?
Hang on! I can't keep up!
This must be the palace tower.
Oh no, that's not it. It's much bigger than that.
Yes, and it's blue.
According to these calculations, this is the only tower on the planet.
Well, yes, but we have 10 more towers planned.
And I'm the architect.
That's true.
You know, these teleliers are very intelligent and perceptive darts. That one told me I was the handsomest, most brilliant leader he'd ever seen.
But Captain, they don't tell the truth.
Exactly. See, Wait.
Sir, I've been monitoring my device, and whereas I thought the giant moon was falling at a constant rate, I now see that it is falling very erratically.
So he doesn't think I'm handsome?
Well, we found the palace, but we still have a problem. We still don't know which one of these darts is the king.
I have an idea. Your attention, please. I am Captain Zigil. Your planet is in great danger, and we must speak with your king immediately. Which way to the real king?
Right here, over here, right this way. King of the Teleli.
Seemed to work better with that east-west thing. What was that?
Look!
The tower has stopped the moon. That's why I built it. Have no fear. I used only the strongest materials, and the tower will... Well, maybe I cut a few corners, but I still... I invented belly buttons.
We've got to figure out what's causing this.
I know what's causing it.
What?
This giant moon right here.
Captain, I think I've stumbled onto something.
Well, you must be more careful.
Well, according to the data on my device, something that these citizens are doing right now is causing their moon to drop.
What do you call that device?
It's a franaballistic perambulatory situator with D-class gyros and homing capabilities.
I'm just going to call it Carl. Good people of Teleli. According to Carl, you're doing something to cause this. Name something you do a lot of.
Well, we arm wrestle a lot.
But you don't have any arms.
I didn't say we were good at it.
Captain, I'm prepared to postulate a definitive correlation between the rate of their verbal utterances and their planet's approximate lunar distance.
See, I'm not even sure some of those are words.
You know, I think Fidgel's right. Every time they speak, the moon drops.
When did he say that? Never mind, I'll handle this. Good people of Teleli, I respectfully ask that you all be silent. Well, there you have it. Citizens, we have discovered the problem. You'll be happy to know that from here on out, you will be safe and sound, as long as none of you speak again for the rest of your lives, ever. Goodbye, you're welcome, and please don't worry. I know you're cheering for me in your hearts. Problem solved. I'm a genius. I'm all tapped out.
We're doomed!
Think, everyone, think!
Wait! Nope. Sorry, nothing.
What are we gonna do?
What can you do when you've got the weight of the world on your tower?
Stop lying!
What?
Don't you see? You gotta stop lying! We're not lying! See? You gotta tell the truth! Lies will get any man into trouble, but honesty is its own defense. It's wrong to lie, and when you do, it feels like the weight of the world is on you.
Captain, Jason is correct.
Quick, Vigil, how long can the tower hold?
I am afraid the tower can only hold for 3 more lies.
I knew that.
Make that 2 more lies.
Sorry about that. Normally, I'm not one to tell a fib.
Captain, please! We only have 1 more lie.
One more!
Look, all I'm trying to say is that...
Please, please, nobody tell a lie!
I am the king. It's true, I am. I knew I wasn't supposed to, but I couldn't resist the beautiful, shiny red button. The sign said, do not touch under any circumstances, but I did it anyway.
You pressed the button that released your moon from its orbit.
Yes, I did. And then I asked everyone to lie for me so that I wouldn't get in trouble with the Federation.
And then we just started lying all the time. We feel awful.
I know how you feel.
Captain, it seems telling the truth makes the moon rise.
Thank you. Everyone must tell the truth. Does anyone remember how to tell the truth?
I'm not the king.
This isn't my real hair.
I sleep with a binky.
I don't floss regularly.
Thank you, thank you. Your truth and your bravery have saved our tiny planet.
Well, Your Majesty, it all came together when I... Never mind.
We thank you for saving us, and to express our appreciation, we've prepared your ship to launch you back to the Federation.
Hey, it must feel great to come clean, huh?
You bet it does. I love my daily bubble bath.
Well, actually I meant it must feel great to tell the truth, right?
Beginning countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2...
Wait! Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
There, good as new.
Michelle, where are you going?
Downstairs. I feel terrible, and I'm not gonna lie for you anymore, Jason. I'm gonna tell Grandma the truth. I'm gonna tell her what really happened.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, yeah? Why not?
Because I am. Grandma?
Yes, dear? What is it, dear?
I broke your dartboard. It didn't fall by itself. It was me. I threw a dart at it and made it fall.
I see.
And then, when you came upstairs, I made Michelle lie for me.
You didn't make me, Grandmom. It was my choice. I could have told the truth up there. I just didn't. And I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, Grandma. Very sorry.
Well, now, do you know what I have to say to that?
No,
ma'am.
I'm going to look you right in the eye and say, well done.
What?
What?
What are you talking about,
mean?
Grandma?
It's not always easy to tell the truth, and maybe it took you some time. But in the end, you stood up and did the brave thing. You told the truth. Don't you feel better now?
Yes,
oh, yeah.
much
a
better.
lot better.
Because we told the truth. Right, Grandma?
Bullseye, Jason. Bullseye.
Dear God, please forgive me for lying.
And forgive me for lying.
And help us to always tell the truth.
Please bless Mom and Dad and Grandmom.
And please bless Rochelle, because even though I don't always act like it, she's my sister, and I love her. And that's the truth.
Amen.
Now put your tentacles together and give a big old Comet Lounge howdy to Pecos, Penguin, and the Polecats.
We'll gather round the campfire and we'll tell you all a tale about a lonesome cowpoke who rode the dusty trail. It started out in Gamma Gulch, a peaceful little place, until the day some outlaws came riding in from space. With a riding down the Milky Way.
Beg your pardon?
I said dance, partner.
Oh, happy to.
Thanks for the donation. Come on, boys. Let's vamoose. What? Ow! I told you, no marbles where I'm vamoosing. Sorry, boss. See you next payday, suckers.
The outlaws rode into the night, laughing all the way. They promised they'd be back again to steal another day. The desperate folks of Gamma Gulch were feeling mighty down. They knew that something must be done to save their little town.
Well, dagnabbit, if that ornery cayuse ain't got us hornswoggled.
Are you asking me to dance?
This here's the 10th time that Honcho Villa is made off with all our money. Mr. Mayor, we demand you do something to protect us.
You're absolutely right. First thing tomorrow, I plan to issue a strongly worded letter of protest. Mr. Villa will soon feel the sting of my rapier wit.
We're dead meat. Looky there! It's an advertisement.
Typical. They always land during dinner time.
Coming soon to your town, the wonder showman of the solar system, Lord of the Lariat, Baron of balloon animals, the mightiest cowboy west of the Milky Way, Galaxy Gus!
Galaxy Gus! Wow!
Right. We need a lawman. We get some two-bit entertainer.
Tale is told in times of old of one man's daring do. He's bigger than life, he's bold and brave, his middle name is Stu. Folks all cheer when he appears, his hair is never mussed. Blazing down the comet trails, the legend of Galaxy Gus. With a ki-yi-yo-dlee, yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay.
He's here! He's here!
Riding down the Milky Way. Howdy, kids. Galaxy Gus at your service. The fastest draw, the twirliest rope, the steeliest eye in the old West Sector. And not a bad little rumba dancer.
Wow, Mr. Gus, you must be the best cowboy in the whole universe.
Well, now, little orange buckaroo, I wouldn't say that. Wait, yes, I would.
Gee, I bet you could save our town from outlaws.
Huh? Oh, sure, if you had any. In fact, saving is what I do best. Why, just last week, I, lassoed a meteor and saved a town twice this size from a fiery doom.
Wow!
Tell you all about it tonight at my big show right here. And remember, youngins, always stand tall in the saddle. Helps avoid chafing. Here you go, little fella. The dreaded phlegm monster of Alpha Bi.
For me?
Of course. That'll be 50 cents. And kids, don't forget to ask your folks for a Galaxy Gus lunchbox. All credit cards accepted.
They're coming back! Honcho Villa and his boys are coming back!
What? But they just cleaned out the bank.
I know, but they forgot to take the pens on chains. They say they'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes, depending on traffic.
Galaxy Gus will face him down.
Yeah, I'll face him. Huh?
Saving is what he does best. He said so.
Did you really say that, mister?
Yeah, sorta.
That's most commendable of you. Well, gotta go hide. Good luck.
Oh, Galaxy Gus stood tall and proud. His work had now begun. He quickly knew the thing to do, and the thing to do was
run!
With a ki-yi-yo-glee, yippee-yi-yo-ki-yoo. Galaxy Gus was chicken through and through.
Hey, Mr. Gus, you're going the wrong direction. The bad guys are coming from that way.
Right, little buckaroo, but you see, I remembered I gotta go pose for a new constellation.
Where are you going, Galaxy Gus? Don't leave our town, those outlaws.
Look, kid, you don't understand. I can't face those outlaws.
But you're the greatest hero that ever rode the Star Trail.
Well, true, but it's just... Aw, heck, kids. I'm no hero. I'm not even brave.
What do you mean?
I'm a fake, a phony, a bona fide two-bit liar. I made up all those stories just to sound important. I can't fight outlaws. I throw up before gym class.
Well, you told the truth. That was brave.
Yeah, sure. Maybe I can pummel them with lunchboxes. Then Pancho Villa and his gang rode in with hollers and hoops. And there stood Galaxy Gus alone, a-shaking in his boots. With a ki-yi-yo-glee, yippee-yi-yo-ki-yunch. Galaxy Gus was about to lose his lunch.
Take 5, boys. I can take this puffed up pinto bean by myself. It's just you and me now, cowboy. Hey! Get this thing off of me! Hey! Hey! Let go, you crazy calamari!
Oh, Galaxy Gus, he vowed that day that he would lie no more. Now he's a bigger hero than he ever was before. With a ki-yi-yo-glee, yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay, riding down the Milky Way.
The veggies have seen the future.
And the future is autotainment.
It's a totally wacky look at the future of entertainment.
Hey, those are robots.
These guys represent the hosts of the future.
And with 6 newly animated songs, the future's off to a great start.
Here we go. Zacchaeus was a wee little man, and the wee little man was he really little. I am the very model of a modern major general. I've information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I got a mule, her name is Sal. 15 years on the Erie Canal.
I woke up in my little bed and put my head upon my head.
But you'll never guess what the future holds for Bob and Larry.
This has to be the worst day of my show business career.
It's something completely different from VeggieTales, the wonderful world of autotainment from the studios of Big Idea.
From the creators of VeggieTales comes the cartoon adventures of Larry Boy.
Plungers away!
There's a villainous plot to kidnap the world's greatest yodelers.
Cease your chatter and yodel for me, Yodel Boy.
And Larry Boy is on the case with help from his superhero friends.
A hero should not base their happiness on material things.
Will Larry Boy's yodeling get him yodel naps? Or worse?
We do not throw tomatoes in this town.
Also, look for the premiere episode of the cartoon adventures of Larry Boy as our hero battles the angry eyebrows of Awful Alvin.
Fly, my booty minions!
Then the cartoon adventures of Larry Boy continue with Lego My Ego as Larry Boy discovers that not only does evil have a name,
Alchemist, I have found you.
It's got a mom.
Soon Bumbleberg will be all ours.
I wanted to say that part.
Same friendly faces.
Greetings, Master Laddie.
Same great values.
God wants us to be nice to people.
Look for Larry Boy and the Angry Eyebrow, Lego My Ego, and Larry Boy and the Yodel Napper. Available on video and DVD. It's more Sunday morning values, Saturday morning fun from the studios of Big Idea.